Good novatos, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous here, San Jose, California. Forecast today, still beautiful weather once again out here in the Bay Area. California, absolutely love it out here, except for all the other stuff. Not going to get into it though. Let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's ride.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Normally, I usually get that stuff out just to have a more of a clear sound from my mic. It's, you know, the videos I make, they're more tutorial, but you know, if you wanted that Matt Laidlaw sound, that rumble in your videos, I'm pretty sure he uses two mics on his videos. I'm pretty sure he does, because I mean, you can still hear the bike sorta through this mic, the one inside my helmet, but you know, in Laidlaw's videos, he really puts a lot of rumble. You can really hear the V-twin roar in his videos. So this is the way I would probably do it. If you guys were wondering, you would have to use another digital recorder. Now, this is the microphone, as you can see here. I went ahead and put it on the swing arm, and that's just mainly because of the wind noise. You want to have it close to the bike as much as you can. If you have it out here, or you know, somewhere out here on the saddlebag or somewhere else, it's gonna start picking up wind noise. This way, you don't have to worry about the wind noise, because it's being you know, it's like a draft towards the front of the bike. So you know, it's just overall the wind moves around the object, so you're not gonna pick up a lot of the wind noise when it's closer to the bike. So let's look at it again. So that's where it is. I went ahead and I put a zip tie right on the swing arm. That way it doesn't shake too much. I don't want too much rattle or, you know, noise like that, because the rattling, the vibrations from the bike and everything else is gonna leak into the recording. So that's why I went ahead and I put a zip tie on the swing arm, and then I put some gaffer tape just to kind of hold the wire in place and hold the microphone in place as well, just to kind of get that vibration out of the sound. And it's actually behind the exhaust. The reason why I'm doing that and it's not in the front is because not all digital recorders are going to have a low cut or a low DPI sensitivity. It just depends on what you're recording with. I would say put it behind the exhaust, that way you don't clip the sound. And I'm not an expert in sound. I just started doing my homework on sound recently. Maybe the last 2 weeks I started getting more into sound. So you know, I'm new at this too. I'm learning, and this is what I've learned so far, just in case you guys were wondering. And this is where I have the digital recorder. You can actually put it on your body, on your person, if you wanted to. I mean, this cable's more than long enough to reach over there, and it's on hold. This is my digital recorder that I use for my motovlogs all the time. And I have this set to the lowest possible setting, and I also have it on hold, so I don't turn off or anything like that. And as you can see, the meter right there on the top, it's nowhere near clipping. Clipping is over here to the right, in case you guys were wondering. And I already synced up the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the bike on. If you guys were wondering about syncing up your audio, that's gonna be in a separate video. Now, audio sync up, muffler, sound, exhaust, audio sync up, audio sync up. There we go. So, alright, so once again going in here. Alright, so now we're looking at the digital meter over here on the digital recorder. As you can see, we're still below clipping, which is all the way to the far right. And like I said, if you see your digital meter clipping or the audio, you know, being too loud, just move the mic behind the exhaust a little bit more. I had it over here. It was a lot closer to clipping. It's at idle, so I'm guessing. Let me just move away. I'm guessing by me moving the microphone a little bit towards my seat, I'll be able to lower the sensitivity, because like I said, it just depends on the digital recorder. Some digital recorders are high-end. You'd be able to lower the DPI, the sensitivity, the low cut to a lot lower setting, but my digital recorder. I believe it's like a $60 digital recorder. It's awesome. It has different formats, you know, just the quality, everything just depends on what you're recording with. So let's go ahead and throw the handlebar cam back on the handlebars, and let's get going so you guys can hear what this Cobra exhaust El Diablo sounds like. So here we are. This is my bike. I also wanted to mention something from my other video. You know what? This whole woke culture stuff, this whole wokeness. All right, looks like you know what? We'll talk about it while we're riding. That way, you guys can get a sense of what this two mic recorder sounds like. And we're also going to be, you know, probably messing with the settings. You will have to mess with the settings in post-production. You'll have to mess with the settings just to kind of get everything sounded right. There's gonna be, you know, there's all kinds of levels, stuff like that, and you'll just have to decide on how much exhaust sound you want in your videos, depending on post-production.
Okay.
The only bad thing about this setup is you can't adjust or, you know, move the settings on the fly. Some digital recorders, you know, some wireless recorders, they'll give you that option. You can put a meter somewhere around, you know, your person, or put it on your handlebars. That way you could see if you're clipping or anything like that. This is going to be more of a trial and error. If you have a digital recorder that's not a high-end one, you could just put it in there, ride around, put it in the editing software, and then try it again and see how she sounds. And that's pretty much it. You just keep on messing with the settings. That's what I had to do, getting the digital recorder to work with my Motovlog helmet. There's low cut settings. I had to lower the sensitivity because the mic's pretty close to my mouth. So it's just like I said, it's a trial and error type of thing. And make sure you keep your wires away from your exhaust. You know, tape it down. Use that gaffer tape, like I said. Just avoid burning your mic cord onto the exhaust. Something that I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know, but yeah, let's get into my other video about culture, about wokeness. About how people are searching, they're looking for this perfect human being, this flawless human, and that's just not reasonable. It's not out there. No human is good. I just wanted to say, for the woke culture, these perfect human beings, these flawless human beings, there just isn't a such thing. Mark 10:18. Only God is good. I'm not gonna get too religious with you guys, but this has been written for thousands of years. No matter what you do, or no matter how you try, no matter anything, you'll never be perfect.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
You know what? That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. About this wokeness, this false.
2,000 years later.
All right, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and just focus on the audio. I'm gonna be, you know, talking. As you've noticed, I went ahead and I put the GoPro Hero mod back on my Hero 8, and the reason why I stopped using that is just, you know, I was having some weight issues with the bracket, the GoPro, and the mod. It weighs in somewhere around 14 ounces, so it starts to get heavy. And the reason why I stopped using it is just, I think it's just wear and tear, overuse. The helmet, riding to work, having a bad posture at work, you know, keyboard monitor not being at the right height, and then coming home to edit videos, putting on the headset so I could hear the audio from the motovlogs and alter the audio and everything else. I think it's just an overuse of my neck straining of my neck, stuff like that. So that's why I've switched back over to my digital recorder. That's why I kind of stopped using the Hero 8. But let's see how the Hero 8 sounds now. I'll be able to modify the sound itself and probably make it a little bit better. We'll just have to see in post-production. You guys just go ahead and leave your comments down below. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys were just wondering, maybe you guys have additional questions. I'm trying to upload tutorials, but like I said, I work 60 hours a week, and you know, this bike has become my second studio away from home. I don't really have the space, or I don't have the real estate, the space to have a separate studio, or to have a you know, like a studio room, a soundproof room, or anything like that. I don't even have a garage. And that's just, you know, the benefits of living out here in the Bay Area. Extremely expensive out here, but you know, it's just that, you know. This bike has become my venue for making videos and recording videos and talking about, you know, just stuff in general. So that's pretty much a mini update. Overall, that's a how to get more sound out of your bike in your motovlogs. Maybe you were looking into it. Sorry for rambling too much, but I just wanted to give you guys enough footage so you guys could, you know, probably hear the difference. You guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.